Imagine being so good at rapping that you don't even need an album. No debut projects, no discography, just a handful of verses, and yet your name is still in the conversation for greatest of all time. That's André 3000, a rapper who could have run the game, but instead walked away. Why? Why does a man who out-rapped legends on their own songs refuse to drop a solo rap album? Is it perfectionism, fear, or does he know something we don't? This is the story of André 3000, the rapper who never dropped an album. Before André 3000 became rap's biggest mystery, he was one half of the greatest duo in hip-hop era, The Outkast. Known for their pure southern grit, laid-back funk, Cadillac culture, and smooth storytelling, Big Boy initially stood out as the sharper MC. His razor-sharp flows, effortless delivery, and natural confidence on the mic made him the more polished rapper. Meanwhile, André was still finding his voice, experimenting, evolving, and learning how to push boundaries. But then, something changed. With every album, André pushed further left, experimenting, reinventing himself, and breaking every rule in rap. Big Boy, on the other hand, stayed locked in, constantly refining his craft and sharpening his skills. If André was the visionary, Big Boy was the foundation, the one who kept Outkast grounded in hip-hop while still pushing the sound forward. Just listen to his solo albums and it's obvious he wasn't just a great technical rapper. He was one of the most sonically creative minds in the game. By the late 90s, Outkast had redefined hip-hop. 80 Aliens took them to space, Aquemini made them legends, and Stankonia, that album turned them into global superstars. Then came 2003, the moment they cemented their legacy. Speakerbox or The Love Below, a double album, 2 solo projects in one. Big Boy's Speakerbox was pure hip-hop, hard-hitting beats, insane flows, and technical mastery. André's The Love Below, a wild genre-bending masterpiece. No rap, just singing, jazz, funk, and one of the biggest songs of all time. That album made history. It won Album of the Year at the Grammys, something no other rap group had ever done before. Outkast by this point wasn't just the best group in hip-hop, they were one of the most decorated. 6 Grammys, 25 million albums sold, a cultural movement. But then, André walked away. At the height of his career, when the world was waiting for a solo rap album, he vanished. But why? Some fans thought he was just being André, always unpredictable, always moving in a different direction. Others believed he had nothing left to prove. After all, Outkast had already won 6 Grammys, sold 25 million albums, and made some of the most influential hip-hop records of all time. But the truth, it was deeper than that. By 2006, Outkast had released 6 classic albums and Big Boy was ready to keep pushing forward. He dropped 3 solo projects, proving time and time again that he was one of the most technically gifted rappers of his era. With André 3000, no albums, no solo career, no big rap comeback. Yet somehow he never truly disappeared. Instead, André 3000 became hip-hop's ghostwriter without a pen. A living myth who would only appear when the stars aligned, dropping verses so legendary that they felt like rare artifacts. And when he did show up, he reminded the world exactly why he was different. Frank Ocean hands him an entire track on Blonde, and André does something only he could pull off. With just the piano and his voice, he hijacks the beat, bends the rhythm, and delivers one of the most haunting rap performances of all time.
Solo my halo, say way low, it feel like it's been. Solo that when they throw pussy up pesos, don't pay no attention to it.
Frank Ocean didn't just feature André, he gave him the spotlight on the album that defined a generation. And it wasn't just Frank. Back in 2011, when Drake was still finding his voice, André steps on to Take Care and steals the entire song.
Everybody has an addiction. Mine happens to be you. And those who say they don't souls will later on say to them that ain't true.
In just a few lines, he effortlessly blends raw emotion with charm, showing Drake exactly how it's done. And if that wasn't enough, he even out-rapped Rick Ross on his own track. This wasn't just a verse, it was a deep reflection on storytelling itself. He takes us from his childhood.
I'm in my room, booming, drawing LL Cool J album covers with Crayolas on construction paper.
To the realization that even with all his success, there are still stories left untold. And that's the thing about André's guest verses. They're not just features, they're events. He's like a rap sensei stepping in only when he has something to say. If he'll bless a Frank Ocean track, he'll trade bars with Beyonce, Killer Mike, Erykah Badu, Dave and the Dude, but it's always on his own terms. He's hilarious and heartbreaking, incisive and abstract. And the rarest thing about him, he doesn't rap just to rap. If Andre 3000 is on a track, you know it's something special. But is that enough? Because even with all these moments of greatness, there's one question that never goes away. Why hasn't he dropped a solo rap album? But in every interview, Andre gave the same answer. I just don't feel like rapping anymore. For years, fans have waited for an Andre 3000 solo rap album. And for years, Andre has quietly resisted. Not because he doesn't care, not because he doesn't love hip hop, but because, in his own words,
I haven't been making much music, man. My focus is not there. My confidence is not there.
Sometimes it feels inauthentic for me to rap.
truth is, Andre 3000 doesn't see himself the way the rest of the world does. He said he doesn't think he's a great rapper, producer, or writer. He's admitted that as he's gotten older, it's become harder to come up with great rhymes. And that spark, the one that made him push boundaries, break rules, and redefine hip-hop, he's not sure is there anymore. But he still refuses to fake it. He doesn't want to drop an album just because people expect it, nor does he want to troll fans by releasing a rap album he doesn't believe in. So instead, he did something nobody saw coming. Andre 3000 releases New Blue Sun, not a rap album, but a jazz album, an ambient, free-flowing musical journey. No bars, no punchlines, no beats, just pure instrumentation led by the flutes. The same way he once bent words, he now bends sound, and the world took notice. New Blue Sun earned 3 Grammy nominations, including Album of the Year. And just like that, Andre 3000 had done it again. Reinvention, transformation. He didn't follow the rules, he made his own. But he never really disappeared. In fact, he's been everywhere. Popping up in indie films, being spotted in random cities, always with a flute in hand. And in a move that sounds almost too perfect to be true, he even hinted to GQ that he might have secretly played on some flute-heavy tracks from beloved rappers. Think about that. Andre 3000 might still be in hip-hop, just in a way no one ever expects it. Andre 3000 didn't retire because he couldn't rap anymore. He retired because he didn't have to. Hip-hop is a game of ego. Every rapper wants to be the best, to prove something. But Andre? He had nothing left to prove. He beat the game without even playing it. So now, he plays the flute. He walks around cities unnoticed, enjoying life like a regular person. He's free. And maybe that's the biggest flex of all. Let me know, would an Andre 3000 rap album even work today? Or is he better off being hip-hop's greatest what if? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives like this. And let me know in the comments what's your favorite Andre 3000 verse.